Now, it's all well and good lighting up these trails of redstone, but what can we really use it for? Well, there are a variety of blocks we can interact with using redstone. For example, I've already shown you the lamp using the clock over there. When you power it with redstone from any direction, it will light up and create light. Obviously you can't see it because it's daytime now. And using a similar method, there are note blocks, which when powered, create a note. When you right click on them, you can change what note they play. And they'll continue to play that note until you change it again. And there are lots of videos of people doing this on YouTube and recreating songs. And you notice I placed it on grass. If I place it on something like sandstone, it will make a different note. And that's how you make it play different sounds. Now, my favourite way to use redstone to interact with the world is to use pistons. They're placed just like this. When powered, they extend. So, if I put a block there, push it with the piston, it'll move, but it won't go back. However, if I do want to put it back, I can use a sticky piston, and that's created using a piston and some slime balls. And that means I can pull blocks back. So it's a very good way to make hidden doors into cave walls, for example. You can place them upright and push blocks up. If you push a block like sand that will fall, it will fall. If you push a block such as redstone that doesn't have gravity, it will stay. And again, using a sticky piston, it will pull the block down, including ones that don't have gravity. You can even use this to push blocks up and down, like this. So you can pull up sand, but once you lift it, it will fall back down again. Now, the interesting thing about pistons is that you can push redstone blocks. So, for example, if I wire this up like this, each time the redstone block is pulled by the piston, it lights up the redstone and extends the piston again, disconnecting the signal. So it's a self-timer basically, and that can be very useful when you're building stuff. The timer can be deactivated by powering it constantly, which means when you depower it, it will continue. One of the most common and probably most popular ways to use redstone is to open and close doors. So here we have a wooden door. It can be opened by right clicking, but if you want it to make it automatic, you can place a redstone pressure plate in front and it will open on your command. The same is true with iron doors. They look better, but they can't be opened other than using redstone. So in this case, you have to use redstone, and you can of course put pressure plates either side of the door. Beware, mobs can get in using this method. So if you place something like a lever or a button, you can then open the doors on the blocks adjacent to it. And you can of course power them by redstone, like so. Trapdoors can be powered in the same way, like this, or using a pressure plate on the block. Fence gates, again, can be powered and they will open. When they're depowered, they will close again. Now there are two similar blocks here, the dropper and the dispenser. The dropper being the one with the triangle, and the dispenser being the one with the circular hole. Now with the dropper, if you put items into the dropper and power it, they will be dropped as an item that you can pick up. Now if you put items in the dispenser and power it, they will be fired out. And that's equivalent to right clicking. For example, if I do that with a bottle of enchanting, which is what I have in here, it will do exactly the same as when it came out here. This could also be done with arrows to make a sort of automatic cannon, and when combined with a redstone timing system can be used to make a rapid fire machine gun to keep enemies out of your base. Yet another use for dispensers is that you can stand next to them, power them, and when they have armour inside, they can suit you up. Which is perfect. You can just make a corridor, run down the corridor, activate pressure plates as you run, and it'll put your armour on, ready for you to leave. And of course, we can't make a redstone tutorial video without showing everyone's favourite use for redstone, to activate TNT. Goodbye.